Hello friends and welcome back. Our today's topic is star delta transformation. It is also known as star delta conversion. Okay. So what does this basically means? The process of converting star network into delta network or delta network into star network is known as star delta transformation or conversion. So it is of two types: star to delta transformation and delta to star transformation. Okay. So during this, as per definition, we will convert star network into delta network or vice versa. Means if delta network is available, then it can be converted into star network by using this process. Okay. So we will see first type of conversion, star to delta conversion. So if star network is given and you want delta network, then how it can be done? Okay. So we will see one simple trick to remember this. Okay. So first of all, we will draw star network. So friends, assume we are having a star network like this. So it consists of suppose three resistances R1, R2 and R3. Okay, and suppose we want to convert this network into delta network. So suppose this is your delta network, which is indicated by black color, and suppose now the newly formed resistors are RA, RB and RC. Okay, so this black color indicates delta network. Okay, now we have to find out the values of this RA, RB and RC. So now we are finding the values of equivalent delta resistors. What are your equivalent resistors? RA, RB and RC. Okay, now remember this trick. Suppose we want to find out the value of RA, then what are the nearer resistance from star resistance? R1 and R2. Okay, so multiply them. So R1 multiplied by R2. Okay, so we are multiplying them and now add them. So we will get R1 into R2 plus R1 plus R2. So the star resistance which are first multiplied, later on they should be added. Now what is remaining? Only R3 is remaining. So take R3 in denominator of first term. So first multiply the nearest resistances, star resistances, and that should be divided with remaining resistance. So R1 into R2 divided by R3. Okay, and the terms which we have multiplied should be added. So R1 plus R2. Suppose we want to find the value of RB. What are the nearest star resistances? R2 and R3. So multiply them. R2 multiplied by R3 and again add them. So what you will get? R2 plus R3. Okay, and now what is remaining? R2 and R3 we have already written. So what is remaining? R1 is remaining. So take in the denominator. So your value of RB will be R2 into R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, and what is your third value? RC. So what are the nearest star resistances? R1 and R3. So multiply them, R1 into R3 and then add them. So R1 plus R3. Okay, and in the denominator of first term you have to take remaining resistance. So R1 and R3 are already covered. So what is remaining? R2. So in this way you can write down the values of RA, RB and RC, means equivalent delta resistances, in very easy manner. Okay, so what trick you have to remember? So while calculating any delta resistance, first of all take the multiplication of nearest star resistances. Okay, that should be divided by farthest star resistance. Okay, and then the term which you have multiplied, they should be added. Okay, so in this way you can easily calculate any star resistance, sorry, delta resistance from available star resistances. Okay, and again one thing you have to remember, if the given star network is balanced, means what? If R1, R2 and R3 are having same values, then the newly formed delta resistors RA, RB and RC will also have same values. Okay, so for balanced star network, what we can write? R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3, means all three resistances are having same values. Okay, so if star network is balanced, then definitely your delta network will also be balanced. So here also what we can write, RA is equal to RB is equal to RC. So if this condition is satisfied, then this condition will also get satisfied. Okay, and again note down one thing, if these three resistances are equal, suppose we are considering their value is equal to R, okay, so then newly formed delta resistors will have the value of 3 times R. Okay, so if you put the value of RA, R1, R2 and R3 is equal to R in this formula, you will get RA, RB, RC is equal to 3 times R. Okay, so if your star network is balanced, then delta network is also balanced, and the value of the newly formed resistors will be 3 times star resistances. Okay, so this is star to delta transformation. And friends, again one thing you have to remember, now always your load will not be resistive, so it may contain inductive part or capacitive part. So in that case, instead of showing resistance, we may show impedance like this. So friends, now instead of resistance we are having impedances like this, Z1, Z2 and Z3. Okay, and suppose your newly formed delta impedances are ZA, ZB and ZC. Then your equivalent delta impedance will be calculated in the same manner, the way in which we have calculated resistance. Same formula will be applicable for the calculation of impedance. So your equivalent delta impedances will have formulas like this. Now use the same technique, ZA. So which are the nearest star impedances, Z1 and Z2. So multiply them, Z1 into Z2 and then add them, Z1 plus Z2. And what is remaining? Z3 is remaining. So take in the denominator of first parameter. You want to calculate ZB. Nearest impedances are Z2 and Z3. So Z2 multiplied by Z3. Multiply them and then add them. So Z2 plus Z3, and this should be divided with remaining impedance. So what is remaining? Z1 was remaining. Okay, now what is ZC? Z1 and Z3 are nearest impedances. So Z1 into Z3 divided by what is remaining? Z2 is remaining, and add first two terms. So Z1 into Z3. So here we will write Z1 plus Z3. So the process for calculating resistances and impedances is same. So instead of R1, R2, R3, we will use Z1, Z2, Z3, and instead of RA, RB and RC, we will use ZA, ZB and ZC respectively. If Z1 is equal to Z2 is equal to Z3, this is possible when your star network is balanced. So your newly formed delta impedance will also have same values. Okay, so your delta network will also be balanced. So ZA is equal to ZB is equal to ZC. Okay, so in this way you can convert any star network into delta network. It may consist of pure resistances or it may consist of impedances. In this way you can convert star network to delta network. Okay, so in the next part we will see delta to star conversion. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this. If you are having any doubts, difficulties,